What? Oh! Oh god!
Look, we're to get ready for when Godzilla shows up.
Don't you think we should be worried about that kaiju right now?
Listen!
What the hell was that all about? Ah!
Oh,
Whoa!
oh gosh!
Frick. You just got burned. Oh god, I was... Quédate de comer. Godzilla Rise of Destruction? You've been advertising this thing for at least like over a year now? Or at least about a year or under? What happened?
Martyrer, das Zentrum von Berlin steht unter Artilleriebeschuss. Granaten sind in dichter Folge am Brandenburger Tor, am Reichstag und bis hin zum Bahnhof Friedrichstraße eingeschlagen. Von vor kommt der Beschuss!
I am not pleased for what I saw. This is not effort. This is like a D, maybe even an F of effort. This is like a D. Now, just because I'm talking about Lewis's film doesn't mean we're not good friends. We always have hangouts every other day.
Shut up! Just shut up already. Jeez. Holy crap, just shut up already. Gosh, Jesus.
Wait, is that a recycling bin? I can't see.
Because I'm listening to you. You're the only one talking.
With Gojira and Matlow, stuff like that. But they're not the most entertaining, though. I gotta give it to Lewis. He did do a good job making a new creative thing, doing a film with clays, but man, I feel like he could have done figures instead. And the thing that sucks about this day is that when you get a review on a fan film and you don't even like it, you get comments like BAM, BAM, BAM! All this kind of stuff. Which, honestly, I've had comments like this with my other channel for so long.
What's even going on? Whoa, King Ghidorah! Woo! Cassettes, man. They got leak files on there.
You couldn't be original enough to use this Godzilla design? Oh, we just busted you, Lewis. You got the same spines here. You got the same eyes. What kind of originality is this? You call yours the new Godzilla? Where's newness in here? You just took the 2014 concept. The whole set is made of cassettes. Cassettes!
Well, why are they all midgets? This is scaring me.
The first scene, why would the scientists destroy the island? They got a whole lab there, they got all that stuff, and what? Oh, let's just blow it up. Let's blow it up. I mean, it's a D-Day, man. Did you see Godzilla's hand? The monster! Every vehicle in this movie is moved by the master hand. You got trees the size of 800 feet tall, 1,000 feet tall. You got a gigantic house behind the whole battle. You got trash cans laying around. You got your dog running in the background. The first scene is a ripoff of 2014 with the atomic bomb. Plus that video, you probably just took it from YouTube. You probably looked up nuclear explosion animated. You took that, no credit to the video owner. Probably how it went down, because I doubt you edited that. His sets are horrible in this movie. 90% of the movie is in his backyard gravel patio. You got Hot Wheels toys and stuff like that. The buildings, you can see the crack lines in it and everything. You use monuments, like you go around your room pulling out monuments. You just take buildings like from the models you got.
Wait, Dad. You're coming back, right?
You got a cardboard door, which you honestly could have just painted with white over that. I don't know, who cares about the door? No one really cares. You have to care about everything in every single shot in the fan film. Every little thing, even if it's in the background. The scenes in this movie, every single one is extremely slow, dragging, and a ripoff of, like I said, 2014 Godzilla. Just retelling the story. Just you got the kid sleeping, you got the bomb, you got everything. Like, it's just so slow. I couldn't even watch it, but I had to because I had to make this review, and sadly I did have to watch the rest.
People say monsters are evil for what they have done to us.
And you know what I've noticed also? That Lewis is only responding to good comments. He's only responding to the things he likes to hear. Like, nice job, great film, better than Kaiju. I don't really care about that, but he just responds to every comment that he likes to hear. But he never responds to the comments that give good insight, saying why it isn't that best, like, you know, and then there's hate comments, but then there's comments that like just say good reasons why they don't like it. He doesn't even respond to them. I even think he deletes them. What kind of filmmaker gets criticism and just deletes it all? Like, that just goes to show how much he's gone with these comments. Like, when I get hate comments about Gojira and other people, like from my other Psycho Dad live streams, I don't say anything. I don't say, oh, I agree, man, yeah, he is bad. Like, what kind of YouTuber does that? Boy, just use your hands. That laugh is kind of creeping me out. Oh. The way you implement pictures like this of the Godzilla of Always 2 is horrible. It doesn't match up with the screen. Doesn't match up on your iPhone 5S or whatever it is. There's no creativeness with the sets. It's all green and it's all cassettes. Every single scene in a building is made of cassettes.
We believe the creature we are up against is both genders. So we need to find...
The action figures in this movie are so badly sculpted. When there's an earthquake, it's all moved by a giant stick. I don't think we can show that on YouTube. I like how he's like, get the camera out of my face. Hey look, it's Godzilla! Oh my gosh, seriously, like, what the heck is going on? There's barely any effort. You could see the Godzilla clay on the side of this shot. There's no creativeness in scene transition. It's all either taken from 2014 where you just cut from the action, or it's just plain transitions. The green screen effect is extremely bad. You can see the square around it. You got a picture from Google of people inside of a plane. There's no creativeness either with the shots taken. The angles are horrible. There's no side shots or bottom shots. It's all from like the top, like he's like kneeling on the ground and filming the figures from the bottom. The Atlantic Ocean, it's all clear water in this plastic bin. I don't think there's even one shot where you don't see the grass, and you can see a huge brick house in the background too.
It's awful. It's horrible. Like, what I just saw there just made me unhappy. So yeah, those are my thoughts about it. I'm not being nice. I'm giving my opinion. I don't think it looks good.
I'm not good with explosions, yes, I know that, but when you can't even afford a real firecracker and just use these 144 pixels explosions, like, even tease the atomic bread extremely much, probably over the top than ever in a Godzilla movie, and all of this is just 144 just fire breathing where you just change the color with the hue to blue.
Jeez.
Even the water scenes are even as bad. You got your carpet as the seafloor, and it looks like your parents told you to don't mess up the carpet, so you put this plastic covering under Godzilla. When it cuts to Godzilla opening his eye, he just cut the footage and put the eye back on the clay, and boom, he just opened his eye in a blink of a second. And like I said about the sound editing, there's so many scenes in this movie where you can't even hear anything. The music, you barely can't even hear it, only when the fight's going on. You could barely hear the voice actors. Like, you could hear me in the movie, I'm like talking, you basically can't even hear me. Then boom, it cuts to this guy talking really loudly. It's like, the buildings are horrible, they're just statues you get from Chicago, like a building that says Chicago on the bottom. You got Hot Wheels building, stuff like that.
Godzilla's going here? But that's where the explosion keeps erupting. Why does he want to go there now?
We believe there's a large amount of radiation. Godzilla feeds off of this radiation.
I gotta stop this. If there's radiation there wouldn't be people there. That would be a half-life. That'd be completely evacuated for a millennium.
Why would a pocket of radiation be in the middle of a city? That would be a half-life. People would be gone from that area. Another thing I noticed is that every scene with a helicopter, at the last second, it looks like he's filmed it, the propellers going around, then he stopped the filming, you just see the propellers go off in every single shot. Like he flicked it around, then while it's stopping, he kept recording. Every helicopter shot, you could see the hand, the fingers on the nails on the last propellers at the end of the helicopter.
What is Godzilla doing now?
I think you might have a little problem with your leg right there, Godzilla.
No, he's waiting for.
The Jenga block saved them.
Be original. Give us a good story for the next movie. I mean, like, if this was a real movie, it would sell out. Lose his job and everything. When he does shots where the eye is moving, the motion tracking is horrible. It's like pictures cut. It's like so badly edited. And many shots in this movie, there's a black screen like just for 1 second, like for no reason.
Guys, I don't think there's a lot on YouTube.
You say this movie's gonna be the experience of the year when you got freaking twigs and sticks and stuff to make the fire effect? When you can obviously see them behind the building? The characters' reactions to everything is just horrendous. They're just standing there like, oh, well, I'm about to be crushed. Like, it's generic copying what the Japanese do in the Godzilla movies. You couldn't do anything more original than just standing there looking at your death coming at you. And I can't even say anything more about the audio. It's just the '98 trailer music with the actual clips from the movie. The characters are so bad, they have no point in everything in this movie, and they're just there, just to ruin the movie. If this movie went in a dictionary, all it would say is a 2014 ripoff. The characters in this movie are supposedly full adults, when they have the minds of pre-K students. This movie is completely ruined by the giant tables and trash cans behind everything that's happening. You see Godzilla is about to show up, like he's about to come out, boom. Big umbrella in the background. Totally ruins the scene. Another thing horribly bad about this movie is that everything is expected. When you know when the atomic bread is gonna come, you know when the bomb's gonna go off, you know when Godzilla's gonna come, you know what stupid, generic 2014 lines the characters are about to say. The only unexpected part, which I gotta congratulate Lewis is the plane coming from the sky. Yes, it was badly filmed, it was badly edited, but if it was like a real CGI thing, it probably would have surprised me. Godzilla falls apart more than the FNAF Funko figures. When Godzilla and this other monster, whoever its name is, where they don't even introduce it, it's extremely bad. There's no suspense in this movie at all. The only suspense there is the generic 98 and 2014 cover-up. The clay model of Godzilla is so atrocious. There's cuts, like if that was a real cut, Godzilla would be dead. His whole arm is cut apart, his shoulders are like deformed. Like seriously, you might do in a resurgence look, but like you could see the paperclip legit sticking out of his shoulder, legit just piercing through it. And the fighting, oh my gosh. The fighting in this movie. The only thing it is one shot for 5 minutes, and the only thing the monsters are doing are hugging. That's all they're doing. This movie doesn't offer anything new to Godzilla series. It doesn't offer anything to fan films. It doesn't even offer anything new to bad fan films. When you saw a building fall on the two main characters, I didn't care. Who cares? There's no dramaticness. There's no this is nothing. The characters just don't work in this movie. I'd rather see this film with those scenes just cut out just so I don't have to spend more of my time watching this. The worst shot in this movie, you can obviously see his hand as that monster where you don't even know his name. You see his hand just go on the grass like you're crawling to just the lake or something like that. So I filmed this little intro for the video days before, but I predicted how the monster died? All Godzilla does is, bam, the head falls off. I legit made that in my video as a joke, and it was even worsely produced in this movie. There's seriously a flying ambulance in midair flying 100 feet high over the city. Godzilla is put over a newspaper. I could even read the article from that Sunday's paper. So that's how the movie ends. It just ends like that. I'm like, I feel like I can't even make this review. Proportions, action scenes, everything in this movie is bad. If you just took out all the human scenes, just took them out, and just some monster scenes, honestly, I even just preferred out one scene in the beginning with the kid and his father. That's the only scene that I kinda liked. The rest, you could have just made it a 2-minute movie and I'll be fine with it. I had the same expectations. No, yeah, many people were excited for this film, but this is the thing. You got 8,000 subscribers. Give him what you can do your best. I did not see your best in this. This movie had no good plot. Character dialogue was horrible. Character choices were extremely horrible, except Eric. The story writing for this film is atrocious. 2014 ripoff. Clay models were very bad. Like, I couldn't even look at the other monster. Godzilla, I thought you could have just made this the dinosaur T-Rex or something like that. When there's so much potential he had, but he just threw that in a garbage can. All the music was from very recognizable movies. No new music where you're like, oh, that soundtrack, I haven't really heard that in a movie before. Yeah, you could use it from other movies, but use the ones that are not time from every single movie that every fan filmmaker uses. That new monster design is very bad. You say that you had a mixture of King Ghidorah, Clover, all these monsters. When you're making a new kaiju, you gotta erase everything from your memory of kaiju. You gotta start from the beginning to the top. No inspiration.
Mega it.
Yes, you could get them from animals. That's what Godzilla 2014 did. They didn't just copy and get the tail from GMK and the spines from 1954. No, they took animals. They got a bear, other stuff like that. I don't even remember. But when you just get random monsters from already used movies, this kaiju is not original, it's not new. Monster roars are exactly the same from Clover and from Gamera. This movie dragged on for the whole 40 minutes. From start to end, it dragged on. The scenes, half of these scenes, there's barely dialogue too. I mean, thank God there wasn't any much more dialogue. I probably couldn't even take it anymore. But there's so much more to talk about this film, and I'll leave that to the other people to talk about. There will be those reviews that are just going to be like, great movie, 10 out of 10, I'm out. But when you got people like me reviewing your film, telling everything you gotta fix for your next one, because he already said he's going to make a new one. But like I said, you got 8,000 subscribers, give him what they want. Yes, they might not want it, but give him what they don't even know you could even do. This, like, I remember my first Godzilla movie wasn't as bad as this, and I filmed mine in a week. This took you a year? Yeah, I highly doubt that. The final verdict for Godzilla Rise for Destruction is a 2 out of 10, a D-. Learn from your mistakes. Learn to take criticism. Just don't get other people to tell your comments for you. Not get your sister, not get other your friends on YouTube to just backlash at me just because I'm just saying the truth about your fan film. Jeez, this movie, Lewis, all I can remember from it is Gojo Franklin's muffle sounds in his audio.
Well, I'll do the best I can.
I'll see you guys in the next fan film review. At least I know camsters are better than this. I'm out. See you guys.